The Case for Quiet People, or Why Introverts Rock. According to Temple Grandin, an evening out filled with endless chit-chat and silly jokes is a bore. For Grandin, who is autistic, language isn't about making social connections, it's a tool to get information. While I myself am not autistic, I felt an instant connection with this idea as I was reading the article in preparation for class. It was this article that prompted me to explore the non-standard language of being less talkative and to look into one of my own personality traits, introversion. And what I found led me to believe that being the quiet person isn't necessarily a bad thing. What is an introvert? Introversion is defined as the state of or tendency toward being wholly or predominantly concerned with and interested in one's own mental life. Also known as shrinking violets or wallflowers, introverts are people who find other people tiring. We're not antisocial, depressed, or in need of medication. Introverts seek time alone because they want time alone. An introvert and a shy person might be standing against the wall at a party, but the introvert prefers to be there, while the shy individual feels she has no choice. We live by the motto, I'm okay, you're okay, in small doses. Myths about introverts. Introverts hate talking. False. Introverts hate small talk. Unless we have something to say, expect silence. Introverts don't like people. We do like people, but only a few. And we like them forever. Introverts don't like going out in public. On the contrary, introverts just don't like being out for as long as everyone else. We get the point of an experience soon after arrival and require recharging soon after that. Introverts always want to be alone. That's true. We enjoy time alone with our thoughts, but we do occasionally want to interact with a small group, or, preferably, one other person. Introverts can magically transform themselves into extroverts. We cannot fix ourselves any more than a broken lamp can mend its own fracture. We can, however, attempt to fix a societal bias that views introversion as a problem that needs immediate solving. Caring for your introvert. In cultures such as ours that value individualism and verbal expression, introverts often feel ostracized. It seems that there is always a need to explain or apologize for not being enough of something for an extrovert companion. Making matters worse is the fact that extroverts are often blissfully unaware of the misery they impose. And introverts say nothing of their suffering because they do not want to be rude. It follows that introverts require a different type of treatment than the more socially inclined friends. Instead of surprising an introvert with their presence, extroverts should give advance warning and be sure to plan free time into a day of activities. In addition, they should not expect immediate answers to a question asked of an introvert, or interrupt when they do respond. The only thing we hate more than being put on the spot is having to repeat what we've already stated. Jonathan Rauch offers a concise solution as he concludes an article on the subject. How can I let the introvert in my life know that I support him and respect his choice? First, recognize that it's not a choice. It's not a lifestyle. It's an orientation. Second, when you see an introvert lost in thought, don't say, "What's the matter?" or "Are you all right?" Third, don't say anything else, either. Why introverts rock. The alone time that so many extroverts view as weird is usually time during which introverts are honing their talents. Without introverts, the world would be mostly devoid of scientists, musicians, artists, poets, filmmakers, doctors, mathematicians, writers, philosophers, and other professionals whose jobs require large amounts of solitary work. It would be deprived of the work of people like Martin Luther King, Jr., Bill Gates, or Charles Darwin. Introverts may not be team players, but we know how to buckle down. Introverts are also far less likely to be criminals. We prefer quiet activities, and since we spend much time alone, there's no one with which to become violent. Introverts unite! Quietly. One of the worst things an introvert can do is repress their natural inclinations and turn to hating themselves and others. We should strive not to feel burdened with the task of acting normal, but to encourage extroverts to be more open-minded. Extroverts need to recognize and respect us, and we need to respect ourselves.